Hello and welcome to the Lamb Ground for Tamworth's first home game of the Bet Victor Southern Premier Central. We started off with a trip to St Ives on Saturday where we drew 1-1. The Lambs will be looking for a better result today here against Bromsgrove Sporting. So, going to go through your two lines for today, starting with the home side Tamworth. In goal, number 1, Jazz Singh. Number 2, Chris Cox. Number 3, Jordan Goff. Number 4, and your captain, Ryan Bezic. Number 5, Henry Wilder. Number 6, Nathaniel Roturner. Number 7, Ahmed Obeng. Number 8, James Fry. Number 9, Tyrell White. Number 10, Bilal Yafai. And 11, Reese Hones. On the bench for the Lambs, number 12, Daniel Creaney. Number 14, Jordan Clement. 15, Kai Williams. 16, Rashan Francis. And number 17, Delano Reid. And for the visitors, Bromsgrove Sporting. In goal, number 1, Tony Breeden. Number 2, Tom Massey. 3, Jack Wilson. 4, Nathan Hayward. 5, Kyle Lincoln. 6, Joseph Hull. 7, Charlie Dowd. 8, Joshua Quagno. 9, Shaquille McDonald. 17, captain Richard Gregory. And 11, Robert Thompson Brown. On the bench for Bromsgrove, number 12, Liam Spink. 13, Jonathan Brown. Number 15, William Sharrock. 16, John Pikett. So it is going to be Bromsgrove to get us underway then.
Well, I expect Tony Breeden to be really quite impressive, Kev, as he always has been.
Honus into the area, could be a penalty. It is a very early penalty to Tamworth, and it was the trickery that got Reese Honus into the 18-yard box, and he was upended, I think, by Joseph Hull. And the referee showed no hesitation there at all, Stuart. Well, it's Reese Honus that takes ownership of this, and he scored his previous penalty in pre-season. His only goal so far for Tamworth, so up steps number 11, Reese Honus. So, and it's into the back of the net, past Breeden. Breeden went to his left. The penalty was smashed down the middle, and Tamworth take the lead, Stuart.
They do, and you know, to be fair as well, Kev, I know we're only into the 4th minute, but it was actually against the run of play as well, Kev, because that was Tamworth's first attack forward after really being on the back foot and not having too much possession in the opening minutes. Replaced Andy Burns in terms of character, hasn't he? That person around the club that, you know, wears his heart on his sleeve and gives his all.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah, good play by Tamworth. It's almost fallen for Reese Honus. Oh, then blasted over the bar by Ahmed Obeng. Well, he was being closed down inside the 6-yard box, but that was a glorious opportunity, Stuart, to make it 2-0 to Tamworth.
Like you said, you know, credit to Obeng. He wasn't probably expecting that one to come through. It was probably a very split-second decision, and he tried to put his foot behind it, but unfortunately put a little bit too much on it, and over the bar it went, and probably close to the corner flag.
And he gets very frustrated when they don't pass to him, and he's in a good position. Tamworth electing just for a 2-man wall now, and that's Bilal Yafai and Reese Honus, not the tallest players either. Now this is set up nicely now for Robbie Thompson Brown to swing it into the box. Head over the bar. Well, Jazz Singh helped it on its way there, Stuart.
Yeah, we had to, because that was dipping violently, and it was better safe than sorry for Jazz to tip it over the bar when he's got the ball in hand. Like I say, when we get round to interviewing Jazz, I'm sure we'll get the chance this season at some point.
Yeah, to see if that's some kind of superstition or ritual. Certainly looks that way. Bromsgrove trying to attack, a good tackle on Shaquille McDonald there, but the ball does break kindly for Sporting, and here's Dowd now. Gets the crossover, it's a free header, it should be 1-1, and it is 1-1, and that is a deserved equaliser after great work down the right side by Dowd, who stood the cross up to the back post, and it was headed in with ease. On the back of that, what would have been seen by many as a poor result, a 1-1 draw away at St Ives, but we so far this evening have not played with any consistency. There's a chance, actually, as I say that, it comes in to the far post, and it's Tyrell White who heads it over the bar from the corner edge of the 6-yard box after great work by Ahmed Obeng on the right hand side, and you know, an early cross and an opportunity, Stuart. Goes directly straight towards the opposite 18-yard box towards Tyrell White. He didn't get there on the first phase, but picks up the ball on the second. Close control by Waite, back to Bezic. Back to Roe Turner. Now Tamworth just need to keep the ball, in my opinion here, Stuart. Just keep it, look after it, play it around a little bit. Fry didn't have an option there in the centre circle, and he's ultimately been crowded out by 3 Bromsgrove players. And suddenly Tamworth run a back foot again. Roe Turner's got his work cut out, and McDonald manages to get there and prods it beyond Jazz Singh into the unguarded net, and it is 2-1 to Sporting, Stuart.
But Gregory looks like he's going to be taking this to skipper. It is going to be the number 10. He's already scored 1, and Singh tips it round his post, and the Bromsgrove won't even have time to take the corner as the half-time whistle blows here at the Lamb Ground. It's Tamworth 1, Bromsgrove Sporting 0. Reese Honers gave the Lambs the lead with inside 10 minutes from the penalty spot, but he was pulled back by Gregory's header. And then McDonald gave Bromsgrove the lead to make it 2-1 at the break. Tamworth 1, Bromsgrove Sporting 2.
Let's hope for a much better second half.
Well, that's all we have right now. The Bromsgrove supporters are now housed in the Meadows Street end, and they'll be able to make a bit more noise with a roof over their heads.
Yeah, and there's easily 100 plus of them here, Kev, this evening. Closer to the penalty box.
It's not the first time he's done it, and of course it's up to the referee to make sure that that doesn't happen, but Ryan has been able to move this about 2 yards further back. I'm surprised he's not gone a little bit further back than that to give him more room, as you say, to get this ball up and over the wall. It's quite a hefty Sporting wall, actually. I think there's 5 in there.
Yeah, it looks quite close, that wall does, Kev. It doesn't look the full 10 yards. I think the referee's going to pace this one out because it's edging it ever closer.
Well, Bezic now has an opportunity to add another free kick goal to his tally. A couple in pre-season, of course, that one at St Ives. What about this one? Oh, he's saved really well. Low down to Breeden's left-hand side. Palmed it away expertly as well. That far it almost went for a throw, but Tamworth now on the ascendancy. Creaney keeps the ball well. Good reverse pass now. No offside flag. Chipped into the back post. It was smashed off the bar, actually. It was a cross. It was nowhere near an attempt on goal by Jimmy Fry, but it kissed off the face of the bar. Tamworth still on the attack with Honus now, Stuart.
They are, and just on the edge of the box. Lofted into the box by Bezic, looking for the header Creaney, but it heads towards the corner flag, and it's seen out actually for a throw into Bromsgrove right down by the corner flag at the Castle end.
From Jordan Clement, virtually his first touch really towards Bill Al-Yafai. Very central, chipped forward by about 25 yards, and that would have been a one-on-one situation. Here come Bromsgrove again now, and a long-range drive. Singh has to palm it round his left-hand post, and that was a great effort from substitute John Pikett there. Palms it out for a corner, does Jazz Singh.
For makeup, to be fair. But I think that might be Jazz Singh's first man of the match in a Tamworth shirt.
Personally, I would have said Chris Cox.
I would have to agree.
He's had a solid game again. That would be 2 man of the match performances really. In 2 games, it's actually Cox is in there. That could be a red card. That was a reckless tackle by Chris Cox, and I really put the jinx on him there. That was a horrible tackle. That was actually worse than what we were calling for a red card on Saturday against John Wood, I think it was, for St Ives, and it is a straight red, and I can understand that because he threw himself in there nowhere near the ball, halfway up the player's leg. Red card for Chris Cox, and he'll miss the next 2 games, I believe. Now that foul on William Shorrock. Into the Lambs area it goes, it falls to McDonald. Oh, Singh had to claw that one away from the top corner. McDonald did really well there to get the head on target, and the Tamworth defence was caught napping again, Stuart.
They were, and do you know what, with that save, Kev, I think it just cemented his man of the match for me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, to be fair.
Absolutely sublime. He was leaning backwards and almost plucked that one from over the top of his head and scooped it back out of the net.
He was backpedaling towards the top corner, wasn't he?
That for me was probably his best save of the night so far.
To prevent this corner being taken quickly by one of the Bromsgrove players in the corner there. In it goes, and it could be another one, and he's heading into the corner, and it's game, set, match. Bromsgrove Sporting, and nothing short of what they deserve. 3-1 they lead now in injury time, and their fans go absolutely into delirium, Stuart.
Yeah, and we said it, didn't we, Kev, that we could see another goal in this one, and unfortunately it's gone the way of Bromsgrove Sporting, and once again, Kev, at the back post, totally unmarked, free header.
You know, and on the evidence of what we've seen tonight,
But, you know,
we haven't improved, but it is early days, of course, and you've got to give credit to Bromsgrove. They played really well tonight, and we might have made their task easy, but it's a deserved victory for Bromsgrove Sporting and all involved with Bromsgrove. Congratulations to you. It's been great having you with us this evening.